to COVID-19, schools around the nation have closed their doors and moved on to online classes. As a result, we decided to interview a few students and parents to see how they were affected. These are their stories.
It's been very difficult because I'm a senior in high school, so I have to do college applications and FAFSA, and my parents are not really up to date with all of the stuff that we do now. So being in school person to person with my teachers was a lot more helpful than being online, because we pretty much are just handed papers and just have to turn them in. We never really have face-to-face conference calls or Zoom calls that we can talk to our teachers or counselors about what we need help with, or what we have to do. It's just, here's a paper, turn it in. Here's a paper, turn it in. Next sentence.
How has it been since the COVID-19 has happened, being at home?
Boring. I miss my friends. I miss my teacher and friends. And it's weird having our parents teach us.
Yeah? You guys want to go back to school next year?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Joshua de Jesus Peña, and during these times where the coronavirus interfered with my education, it interfered very badly, and it affected me a lot. And it devastated, all my grades dropped, and it was just a downhill. I was enrolled in the dual enrollment classes, and I got taken out of the dual enrollment classes because of how much it affected me. I wasn't focused. I didn't do work, and it really did affect my junior year.
The coronavirus has had an impact in our lives on so many different levels and in so many different areas of our lives. When it came down to the education piece, I initially thought that it would be very difficult, but it actually turned out to be pretty great. Our kids really enjoyed the fact that they were able to wake up in their pajamas or just wear house clothes to do their Zoom classes and to work on assignments and to work on projects. They really loved the idea of just being in the comfort of their home to get through their academics.
Hello, my name is Andrea Andrade, and I teach kindergarten in Marion County. So April 1st, we started online learning. It's hard because the kids are not held accountable because they can't read. They're not as independent as older kids. So the parents really had to step up and help them complete the assignments. I did see a lot of my students' families struggling, and in the beginning I would talk to them, and I told them, I know this is a very weird time for us and it's already stressful, so I don't want to stress you guys even more. So I did my best to provide them with fun activities that they could complete at home with little to no resources, and we got it done. Obviously, the students did not make the progress that they would have if they would have stayed in school until the very end. I know in the lower grades, like I mentioned earlier, it requires the parents to do a lot more of the teaching, obviously at home, because the teacher isn't able to work with the child and teach them how to read and complete all these other activities that older kids can. So not every parent put forth the same, effort and time, it showed, but obviously you can't blame the child.
This has been Ruth De Jesus with